Wrecking my brain here saying, how do we get him this amount, him this amount, him this amount? That's not really my job. My job is to try to figure out the best way for us to be successful, try to be honest with everybody, and try to do my best at it.
So, what's wrong? What was wrong with the offense? Are you all concluding that it's penalties and turnovers?
I mean, everyone can have their different opinion, but I think there's a lot of good things we're doing. I thought San Francisco was our worst game. I thought San Francisco was our worst game. We struggled to run the ball, and then we didn't make the plays in the pass game that we needed to. So, in the way our special teams played, the turnovers we got on defense, I was really disappointed in us in that loss. And the other two losses I didn't think was versus Tampa and New Orleans. It's two of the better games in terms of moving the ball. I mean, to go in a game where you don't punt once, to go in another game where you're averaging almost 8 yards a play. I mean, I don't look at those as, man, we're struggling. I look at it as frustrating because you're moving the ball, but you don't have the points to show for it. So you look at why don't you score those points, and we look into all that stuff. And I think in two of those games, a lot of that mainly was turnovers. It wasn't so much San Francisco game. We got to get better, and we got to get better in every aspect. You're either getting better or worse, and our goal is to get better. And you guys are right. When you don't score enough points, it means you're getting worse. But I've been in games where you can't do anything, and I haven't felt like that at all this year. It's more like, oh, man.
Stuart. We're doing this for your own good. Just trying to help.
Screw it. What? It's in his butt.
It hurts.
I wouldn't know.
I mean, the screw went into my hand. Come on, get it out.
Oh my God, he's bleeding.
Cool. Don't worry. I'll fix it.
Come on, buddy, do something.
Settle down, Davis. Okay, this is gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. Now hold still, dumbass.
Bunghole.
Oh my God.
I think this screwdriver's broken or something.
Oh my God. Butthead, you gotta get Beavis to the hospital.
Don't worry, Beavis. It's not the first time you screwed your hand.
I am Cornholio. I need TV for my bunghole.
We would never fall. Baby, now there's mutiny. The court is on your ball.
Take it back. $100 a day. Think of all the people we could help with all the people.
McCall, and then you take their money. Okay. All right, well, boys, you have the right instinct. You see, selling magazines is serious business. If we spend too much time laughing on the job...
Number one. You dumbass.
Sometimes they show boob.
Let's get right down to it.
Okay, class. Today we're going to for the class. Compose a haiku for the... Your block? Okay.
Must be stuck. Better give her full power. I hate to say it, but they did it again.
All right, so I was pushy. I apologize.
So what say we make a deal?
Good idea. And I have just the plan. Far be it from us to stop progress.
Gee, thanks. Huh? You gotta be kidding. You expect me to follow these plans?
Affirmative. Take it or leave it even. But remember, progress must progress.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And since the road has to go through, you got a deal.
Sorry, pals. Maybe it ain't so peaceful and quiet here in the forest primeval. But at least we saved our happy home.
Dog baseball! And then we can...
This is really cool. I can't wait to get it, 'cause it's the kind of thing I'm waiting for the Google Glasses to see if I can use that product for this kind of thing, sure, and how noisy it'll be and how well I can control it, you know, and feedback. Are you studying signals of what I really engage with here? Absolutely. Because if I'm in downtown New York, it's probably going to go a little nuts on me, right? Even if I reduce it to only a block.
Yeah, there'll be a lot.
Yeah.
The one of the things that we do with a filter, and we talked about this earlier, was do you give all the posts that a business has to you, or do you just filter out the ones that we feel are actionable? And actionable is a tough word. We spend a lot of time figuring out what are the characteristics of a post that you and I can act on immediately. And so we've really gone and worked hard to try and find those specific ones and deliver only those. So even in New York City, you know, every business in the street isn't every hour posting something that we feel is actionable. So you're going to naturally filter, and it's going to come into contextually.
Yeah, and the context is going to be really interesting because, you know, if it's 1 o'clock at midday, you know I usually eat lunch then.
Right, exactly.
So now you can bring more food stuff.
Right.
If it's 3 o'clock, don't bring as much food stuff, and then 6 or 7 o'clock, bring more food and drinking things, right?
Exactly.
So like would be really cool is if we get to the point where, you know, we know that, you know, at 8 o'clock you tend to get coffee, and we can pop up to you, say, a local offer from Facebook or one of the other services for like a discounted coffee, you know, at 8 a.m., right? So it's just this one pop-up that says you're going to save money right there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can't wait to do that. And then changing on to road trips is a different context because, you know, we just drove down to Vegas, right? You know I'm driving down to Vegas because I signaled that a lot of ways. One, I bought a hotel, right, so that was in Gmail. I put on my calendar. We Facebooked it. We said we're driving to Las Vegas, and then we used Waze. So, you know, the more systems you hook up to and build context in, the better this is going to get.
And the other thing is that, you know, when you're in your neighborhood, you're less likely